Well, the skies certainly aren't cooperating, Bronk, but for a lot of those guys on the fields, this is perfect football weather. And as we welcome you to another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the visiting team and the home team. Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway. Fields this one at the 3. And they get to him before it can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's got a bunch here out past the 25 before somebody gets to him. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
70 Lions.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they were headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. And 10 from the 32. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, just infuses your offense with confidence.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Throwing off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he's sent down right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And they're going to have a first down now.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Working on first down. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Second down pass play coming. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that means third down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go, set. Warriors, 70, 60, 7 timers, 7, 15, 5 in. Let's go.
To the air on third and long. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for third and 5.
19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11.
Looking in the air here. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact. They've got the lead, early momentum with that field goal.
3 on the board, and now he'll send this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First down from the 42. Give now to the running back. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
The lane, doesn't matter.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down.
60 by 6. Mustang 19.
Back-to-back carries here. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down.
The It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they can be the big gains of next week.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. So 20 yards on that play. And that is good for a first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back's still doing it to this day.
They'll run here on first down. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Just a field goal separates these two. More coming up after this quick break. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Thrown back, it's the handoff. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards to the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Is a first down.
Let's go, Buffalo 18. Cowboy 19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. It's away from one. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Go to him again. And this time he gets in for the touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys take a 4-point lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. They'll come out throwing. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's incomplete on second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here he goes, third and long. He fires one deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at fourth and long. They have Sanchez out to boot it away. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, first and 10. Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Oh, he lost the football. It's picked up by the defense. He takes it back to the 10. And now, partner, they're going to take over with an excellent opportunity to score.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More of the NFL on EA Sports coming up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
From the gun on third down. And in he goes for the touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And these guys push their lead to 3. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Has this at the 6. in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Jump off caught by his back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Forced out to his right. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
They call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Throwing from the gun here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Pass play now. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
The almost pick hasn't shaken their faith in this offense. They're leaving him out there. Here's 4th down. 4th down, pass coming. He rolls to his right. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
He's got a man left. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 5 still to go here. This is second down. Here's a throw. And a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender. He knocked it away. It sets up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Shotgun now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a pick up of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are unable to double their lead.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
It's going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Here we go, set.
Throwing here just before halftime. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Teams are back out on the field. Everyone is set, and the second half is underway. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Let go.
They'll go play action. Complete out to the right. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go, go.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
To number 83. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
5. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. He gained 11 on that play, and that gives him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Still sticking with the passing game. It is cut left side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Handoff on 2nd and short. A lot of space ahead. Now he's past the 25. And that is a touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out at halftime.
And that right there is why you continue watched this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one right down the middle. And his guys make it a 10-point ball game. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First down and 10.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, play action. He beams one, deep right side. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives them a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Wrap on 80. 18 Cardinal, 18. Take over.
He's going to throw this one. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
70. Go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. Brings it in at the 12. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. He found some space. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Moving on into the red zone. So he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone on 1st. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So 2nd down coming up. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous...
Touchdown! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh's set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's just a field goal game right now. Still a lot that can happen.
Ready.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. Cut out left. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
60 Bisons, go!
1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're going to try and throw it here. Complete over the middle. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. They got 21 yards on the play. And that means 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Finds the in route complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
2nd down now. They need 7.
Let's go.
A give now from the gun. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Ready.
They'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
It's his running back. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. He brings it in. He has the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, set. 7 targets, 7 targets.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
19 Lions.
They're throwing it. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Ready? Come on, set, let's go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Brought in right side. Did he get there? Did he get there? I don't think so. Yeah, the refs agree. He's marked short, and this is going to be a turnover on downs. Offensive line. Here we go. They'll come out throwing. He's got it near the 8. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have 2nd and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the 1st down run often leads to 2nd down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Gets it again. And he will not get in. The defense holds.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Go!
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he's going to head out of bounds on the return. With an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line.
Results in 1st down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
A gain of 15. And a 1st down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And it looks like they got it back. They did. Offense maintains possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
So they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. And they come through with the recovery. That one should win them this game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. A nice showing here from our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.